creative continuity. We bring the convention to you.
Creative continuity. We're here with mystery man, Dirk Manning.
Dirk asked me to speak on his behalf, so it's early. It's early Sunday morning. Voices are shot, things like that. It's been a great show, so I'll cover this one.
Tales of Mystery. How's that been doing?
Yeah, man. Tales of Mystery doing really well. We just wrapped up a very successful Kickstarter for Tales of Mystery Volume 2. Humbling. Just very, very humbling. Seth the Moose is here with me. He's the illustrator on that one. It was humbling. It was just really cool. People really came out in droves, supported the book, and really showed that, they want this kind of book. They want a good horror book that's just easily accessible. You can pick it up, read it, enjoy it with strong characterization, strong writing. I'll say it's strong plot and a dark horror book. Not a superhero book that's posing as a horror book, a straight up horror book. I have a story that came out in this book that just came out very recently, Peppermint Monster Press. Then it was Dark. This is an anthology of all real-life ghost stories. Sarah, who's the editor on the book, asked about 20 different comic creators, have you ever had a paranormal experience? And if so, would you be willing to write it as a comic script, have some illustrated?
Wow.
And I did. And I have a story that, like my closest friends, I've maybe told a couple of them. It's called I Ain't Superstitious.
Okay.
And I'm not. And it's about a ghost experience I had in New Orleans. I don't want to give away the whole story, but
Right.
The story is about cognitive dissonance. I know what happened. I know there is no other reasonable, logical, scientific. I know what happened. But for me to accept what happened, I would have to believe something I don't believe. And that's straight talk. And that's where my head is. I know what happened. But what happened, I don't believe in ghosts. But I know what happened. And for me to tell myself it was anything less than that would be disingenuous. And I'm not going to lie to myself about it. But, so I have these very conflicting...
Right, yeah, that puts you in not a bad place, but a strange place.
And I live in that place. And even writing the story, and Sayers, who did the amazing art on it, and just really communicated well what the experience was like. It's there on paper, people can read it and determine for themselves, but I ain't superstitious, like the story's called.
Yeah, there we go.
But I know what happened. And it's funny, someone that knows me came by earlier and picked up the book and was looking through it, and they said, Dirk, this is like in first person. It's like you're telling the story. I'm like, it's true. This is what happened. So that's just an absolutely fantastic anthology. I joke that's the only book on my table. I didn't write pretty much everything in, but I keep that on the table because it's just a great book, great creators. So got another short story coming out in a book called Unlawful Good. Mm-hmm. Heather Antos, who's now in the editorial department over at Marvel Comics. Before she got that gig, she actually put out a crime-based anthology. Seth the Moose and I have a short story in there colored by Howie Knoll. And other than that, Tales of Mystery Volume 3 is being worked on right now. I know people have been asking about a sequel to a certain book, so we'll be working on that. I don't want to name any names. I know people have also been really wondering about one last installment of some other book, so there'll be details maybe on that coming soon. But I really don't want to. I don't like to hype things, so I really don't want to. Even though I am the most featured guest on this show,
right.
I wouldn't be comfortable giving specific hints to what those upcoming projects are, but they're coming.
At this stage of your career, is there any other artists you look forward to working with? I interviewed artists before, and they had one in particular say he has a certain list that he wants to map out, like a bucket list of people he want to work with. Do you have a particular bucket list of people that you are dying to work with?
Seth the Moose and I have been working together really well. I hope to continue to work. We're going to work together for a while. I got a bucket list of artists I'd like to do covers for the upcoming Tales of Mystery volumes. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to say the bucket list because if they hear this, they'll charge me a lot more money.
Right.
No.
That's smart.
But yeah,
that's smart.
I had Riley Rossmo did actually 2 different covers to the first Tales of Mystery collection. One of my all-time favorite working artists. Eric Powell, one of my all-time favorite creators and artists, did the cover to the first issue of Volume 2, which is going to be the trade paperback cover for that. I got some other people I'm talking to that some of my favorite artists actually get to do the covers would be pretty amazing. So yes I do. And hopefully I'll get to work with them all. We'll see what happens.
Harold Gant, Creative Continuity, signing out with Dirk Manning. Thank you for the interview, Dirk.
He says you're welcome.
Oh, what a guy.